all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! Tim Parrish here at Kirby Krulitz Court in Wallace, Idaho, as your St. Mary's Lumberjack gets set to do battle with the Wallace Miners. Welcome along, Lumberjack fans, as you are listening to the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off for this non-league matchup with your Lumberjacks and, of course, like I mentioned, the Wallace Miners. It is a varsity-only night, so we get started a little bit earlier than normal, and lots to get through in our countdown to tip-off. A little bit of a rainy evening. Hopefully it stays that way. That way we don't have a slick trip home, but the current temperature when we got up here was about 36 degrees, and I was kind of shocked, honestly, because we are kind of in the mountains a little bit, and we have definitely come up in elevation from St. Mary's, so I was really kind of surprised to see that temperature not drop down a bit colder as we came up here to the Silver Valley. In any case, we are here. We are getting ready. Both teams doing their little pre-warm-up warm-ups. Waiting for Coach Chase to get here as well. Got the guys out here, everybody shooting around and just doing kind of their little free-for-all shoot-around warm-up before, like I said, they start their official warm-ups, which probably starts at about 5:30-ish. But we are on the air. We've got our pregame coming your way, and we'll get to that Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off right after a word from our Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsors.
You know what nobody misses? Dial-up internet. The same goes for monthly checking account fees. P1FCU's Ascend Checking is free. Plus it has all sorts of free benefits, like remote deposit, credit score monitoring, and more. Meanwhile, some people are paying as much as $12 a month for their checking. Some things should just be free. Open your P1FCU Ascend Checking today at p1fcu.org/free. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for the home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet and auction, spirit building, senior night, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you ready to turn your dream space into a reality? Look no further than Construction Solutions, your trusted partner in residential and commercial construction From concept to completion, we've got you covered. At Construction Solutions, we specialize in site development with top-notch excavation services, ensuring a solid foundation for your project. Our experienced team is dedicated to delivering quality craftsmanship and exceeding your expectations. Opportunity awaits with Construction Solutions. Whether it's your dream home or a thriving business space, we're here to make it happen. Call us now at 208-582-3305 and build your future together. Construction Solutions, where excellence meets opportunity. Visit our website at constructionbylozano.com. That's constructionbylozano.com. We are here at Kirby Crulis Court in Wallace, Idaho, in the Silver Valley. This is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as your Lumberjacks get set to take on the Wallace Miners in non-league action here this evening. Taking a quick look at the 2A Central Idaho League boys standings, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks currently sit atop of those standings for the Central Idaho League with a 5-5 overall record. Lumberjacks are the only team at 500. Every other team in the league is good 4 to 5 games or more below 500. So the Lumberjacks, they started off 0-4 on the year. They've battled back. They've made themselves, brought themselves to that 500 mark, even looking tonight to get on to the winning side, the plus percentage in the winning category. Lumberjacks are 2-0 in league play. Their last game was a 57-40 win, 57-41 win against the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars back on Saturday. Lumberjacks have a tough game ahead of them as they will be at Grangeville on Saturday. Fairly important matchup. It will determine who has first place in the Central Idaho League after Saturday. The boys come into today's game ranked 7th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, and they've moved all the way up to 14th in the Max Preps ranking. That Grangeville game is going to do a couple of things for St. Mary's. If they can win it, once again, they'll be in sole ownership of the Central Idaho League, and that game should boost them a little bit more in that Max Preps ranking. The other game that's coming up that St. Mary's, I think, is going to be an important one for the Lumberjacks to win, and that's going to be the Kendrick Tigers, which I'm not exactly sure where that's at on the schedule, but that's a game coming up. That's the team that beat St. Mary's earlier in the year. And they are a solid squad. So if St. Mary's can rebound and beat the Tigers on their home court, and like I said, I'm not sure when that game is. It could be a week or two out. That game, I think, will go big into helping St. Mary's move up in those power rankings as well. The only other team that St. Mary's has left on the schedule that they lost to at the moment, well, no, they've got 2 teams they've lost to, Logos and Timberlake, and those 2 teams could help as well. But that's the one place St. Mary's wants to see themselves improve upon, for one. They want to keep winning games, obviously, but they need to keep moving up in those power rankings, because if St. Mary's does end up winning the league and does end up winning the district tournament and gets that 10th straight trip to the state tournament, they're going to want to be up high in those power rankings. So they've got to keep chipping away at that Max Preps ranking. They want to get up as high as they can in that category. The Grangeville Bulldogs are 3-7 on the season, 3-2 in league play. I think the only reason, I'm not sure if Idaho Sports has them set up as far as their overall record or their league record. And if it's league record, then the only reason St. Mary's is still on top is because they're 2-0, and Grangeville has 2 losses. They beat Priest River in their last game 62-45. That was on the 20th. They will be at Orofino, it says tonight, and they are 21st in Idaho Sports and 23rd in the Max Preps rankings, not where the Bulldogs want to be as far as rankings are concerned. The Kellogg Wildcats are 5 games out of 500. They're 5-10 overall on their regular season record, 2-2 in league play. They lost 57-39 to Moscow. I think it was on Saturday. They played Grangeville the night before and beat them, and then they will be hosting Priest River on the 26th. The Wildcats are 19th in the Idaho Sports rankings and 21st in the Max Preps rankings. Orofino, a 3-9 record, 2-2 in league play for them. They lost 62-51 to Kamei in their last game. They will be hosting Grangeville on the 24th, which is tonight, and they are 18th in Max Preps and 18th in Idaho Sports Power Rankings. The Priest River Spartans, they are 3-9 on the season, 1-4 in league play. They lost 62-45 to Grangeville in their last game. The Spartans will be at Newport, Washington on the 25th. They are 25th in the Idaho Sports Rankings and 26th in the Max Preps Rankings. That's your 2A Central Idaho League standings. We'll take a break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off after this.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Tired of wasting your money on credit card processing fees? Call Flat Creek Payments. We will help you reduce or eliminate your credit card processing fees. Take a moment to review those fees you paid last month. You know, the ones that slipped through the cracks. Now imagine having all that money back in your pocket. Sounds awesome, right? Let Flat Creek Payments make that dream a reality. Call Flat Creek Payments today, 208-695-1056. That's 208-695-1056. Flat Creek Payments. Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha Utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Son Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Son Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Tim Parrish here at Kirby Krulitz Court in Wallace, Idaho, home of the Miners. And that is who your Lumberjack boys are taking on tonight in non-league action. Taking a look at the 2A power rankings and the coaches polls and media polls and Max Preps. This is the top 5 across the 2A classification. In the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, the top 5 is Cole Valley, Ambrose, Declo, North Fremont, and Nampa Christian. A couple more wins, St. Mary's might be up at that top 5 of the Idaho Sports Power Rankings. I think I said they were at 7th currently, so they're moving on up the line there, trying to get themselves up and recognized a little bit. Of course, it's always nice sometimes to not be recognized as a team when you're coming up and kind of picking up speed. You want to be that kind of underdog team that schools overlook. So it's always nice not to be on the radar, but if St. Mary's continues on their current win streak, they're probably going to start to garner a little bit of attention and be back on the radar of a lot of teams. In the coaches poll, you've got Cole Valley, Ambrose, New Plymouth, North Fremont, and Nampa Christian. A lot of the same names of schools, obviously, up on this top 5. In the media polls, you got Cole Valley, Ambrose, New Plymouth, Nampa Christian, and North Fremont. And the Max Preps rankings, the very important Max Preps rankings, you've got Cole Valley, Ambrose, Melba, who is not in any of the other rankings in the top 5 anyways, North Fremont, and New Plymouth. So it's kind of surprising to me. I would like to know why Max Preps has Melba up there so high when the media polls, the coaches polls, and the power rankings for Idaho Sports doesn't have him in the top 5. I'm not even sure. I'm going to have to take a peek and see where Melba sits in those other rankings, or at least for the Idaho Sports rankings. But Melba is right there in the middle spot of the top 5 in the Max Preps ranking, so they must be doing pretty good. I know Cole Valley has something like an 11-2 record. I think it was Melba that had a 9-5 record. That was the one I was looking at there overall so far. So Cole Valley right now is playing pretty well this season. Not a surprise. Cole Valley usually a pretty strong team in the 2A classification. They seem to be somewhat one of those perennial teams that always seems to make it into the state tournament just about every year, not unlike the Lumberjacks. And again, St. Mary's this year started off a little bit slow, but they're slowly building speed, building steam, building that chemistry amongst the players. The sophomores learning what it takes to play varsity level basketball, and some of these guys are really shining out as sophomores on this varsity squad. It's been so far really fun to watch the improvement of these guys throughout this early part of the season. We are only 10 games in, and I think there's at least 10 games left in the regular season. So lots more time to see these guys improve, and going to be curious to see how far the Lumberjacks can carry this win streak. We're going to take another break. We'll come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip off after this. We've got 37 minutes until the opening ceremonies.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Fall is here and winter is coming. It's time to break out the sled or snow bike and make sure they are ready to rip the fresh pow. 208 Power Sports is ready to make sure your machine is ready to go this winter. 208 Power Sports specializes in all things off-road. So if you need to get your side-by-side ready to plow or get that snow bike put together and ready for those bluebird days on the mountain, let 208 Power Sports do the work for you. 208 Power Sports, located at 110 Homer Drive in St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-568-2023. That's 208 Power Sports.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes, that'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawasha, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric. For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up copy today.
All your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack! Cold weather is coming, and 10th Street Lumber has what you need. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber will help you stay warm all winter long. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals and burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Located on 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's. Tim Parrish back here at Kirby Krulitz Court in Wallace, Idaho. Lumberjack boys have gone back to their locker room to get dressed, I'm assuming. At least most of them, I think, were already pretty much in uniform, but they went back and are getting some, obviously, instructions from Coach Chase and going over some fine-tuning details before they come out for their, like I said, warm-up periods. I think they start at about 30 till. They start their official organized warm-up period. So that's where we're at. We're about 30 minutes until the starting lineups, national anthem, all of that fun before we get to the actual basketball action here in Wallace. Taking a look at sports around our area, the Lakeside Knights. I forgot to write down their overall record. They are 8-1, though, I believe. They were supposed to play Colville, Washington last night. I could not find a score for that game on Idaho Sports Max Preps. I couldn't find one in Coeur d'Alene Press. So I'm not sure if that game happened, if it just didn't get reported on. I'm not sure. But they were 8-1 and 1-0 in league play leading up to that game last night that they were supposed to play. They will be at Genesis Prep on the 27th. The Lakeside girls are 4-7 overall with a 1-0 league record. They lost 54-47 at Lake Roosevelt, Washington in their last action, and they are at Genesis Prep on the 25th. And I'll go back to that boys. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's the girls are 1-0. Maybe the boys haven't played a league game yet for Lakeside. I don't quite remember. I want to say they did, but I don't remember for sure. The Kootenai boys, they are 1-4 on their season. They have not played a league game yet. They lost 43-34 to the Lumberjack C team in their last game. They will be at Mullen on the 25th. With that, we'll be back with more after a word from our sponsors. This is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. We'll make this break a little bit shorter since I let that last one run a little bit too long. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor. Looking for a hard-working, reputable, licensed, and insured construction company in Benoit County? Need a remodel, pole barn, or deck? Whatever your construction needs may be, Colton Construction LLC is waiting for your call. 208-315-7333. Colton Construction LLC, licensed, insured, and ready to give you your free estimate today. Give them a call, 208-315-7333. That's 208-315-7333. Colton Construction LLC. Ask about their military discount. Tim Parrish back here at Kirby Krulitz Court in Wallace, Idaho. Lumberjacks getting ready to take on the Miners for boys basketball non-E-league action. Both teams now back in their locker rooms, going over some final preparation stuff before they come out with their official warm-ups. And we've got 28 minutes on the clock leading up to the start of action here in Wallace, Idaho, up in the Silver Valley. The Lumberjack boys, well, they're on a 4-game win streak at the moment. They've also won 5 of their last 6 games. They're seemingly getting into a bit of a groove as a team. They would love to keep that streak going here and build some momentum going into the Saturday's league matchup in Grangeville. The Bulldogs, always a tough team to play in their home court, and that's going to be a long day up in Grangeville as that starts early in the morning with the C team playing at 10:30 and then going from there. The Lumberjacks, they've seen a pretty big improvement defensively in their play this year. They started out kind of slow. In their first 4 games, St. Mary's were giving up, the boys were giving up about 62 points per game to their opponents while only scoring 49 points per game. Also, they were only averaging about 5 steals per game in those losses. In the wins, St. Mary's has only allowed 37 points per game all to their opponents, while they've scored 57 points per game, a 20-point difference between their and their opponents in their wins. And they are also averaging 12 steals per game in the wins, and they're scoring 14 points per game off of those turnovers. So defensively, St. Mary's slowly gaining ground and improving, and definitely showing strides in improvement to get, obviously, to where they want to be. And I'm sure they're, with Coach Chase, are probably not ever exactly where he wants them to be, but they get closer and closer, and winning games helps with that. It helps with building confidence as well in these young guys on this team. As you know, we are a very sophomore-heavy squad with 2 seniors and I think 2 juniors is all there is on the roster. The rest are all sophomores and 1 freshman. Offensively in the losses, St. Mary's was shooting about 30% from the field, and in the wins, only about a 6% difference, 36%. Free throw line shooting in losses, though, was 54%, and in the wins, Lumberjacks were shooting 64% from the charity stripe. So, and the thing is that those losses were all in a row, basically, and the wins have been mostly in a row. So you see kind of a trend in the improvement for the team. And like I said, we hope that trend continues upward for the Lumberjacks. We've played 2 league games. We still got 2 unknowns kind of with Orofino and Kellogg, as we haven't played them yet. They both look to be fairly solid squads. And it's just hard to judge off of like opponents and stuff like that. So we won't really know where we stack up until we play those guys. And we were supposed to play Orofino and Grangeville a week or so ago. Both those games were postponed due to weather. So I'm not sure. I don't remember when they said they rescheduled the Kellogg game too. I don't know if it's before or after we play Kellogg at home. So we'll find out, obviously, as I keep an eye on the record or the schedules that I get from the AD, Dakota Wickard, on the upcoming schedules each week. But I know, obviously, they were rescheduled, but I don't remember if we play them at the home games before we play the away games. So we'll keep you updated to that. I know that it looks like we play Kellogg at home on the 30th, and we play Orofino. That says, I think some games have been switched because we were supposed to play Orofino at their house on the 18th of January, and that was one of the ones that got canceled. So the original schedule showed at Kellogg on the 1st of February, but I think they might have been flipped. Maybe we're supposed to play Orofino at home on February the 1st. But we'll know when the official other updated schedules come out. I get those sent to me from the AD, Dakota Wickard, every week, so we'll keep you up to date on the current, most recent schedules as we get them. We'll take another break. We'll come back with more from Kirby Krulitz Court here in Wallace, Idaho.
It's the kid in grade school who paints their face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Cold weather is coming, and the Country Fair in St. Mary's has all the clothing to keep you warm outside. Insulated bibs and coveralls, fleece-lined pants, and Carhartt jeans, to name a few. Also hunting clothing and boots. So whether it's plowing the snow or playing in it, let the Country Fair in St. Mary's keep you warm all winter long. And don't forget, they still have a great selection of boots, hunting, and fashion clothing at the Timber Country as well. And thank you for shopping local. That's the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'm telling you anyway. There's a resort in St. Mary's. Now, it's not a big fancy resort with a hotel and all that stuff, but it's a family fun resort, a place to take the family for a night of fun or a day of playing on the St. Mary's River. The Hidden Gem Resort in St. Mary's is a full arcade with lunch and dinner. Hidden Gem Resort also offers rentals of kayaks, paddleboards, and pedal boats in the summertime. I'm not finished yet. How about birthday party packages and bounce house rentals? I know, that's a lot, but there's still more. The Hidden Gem Resort also has a campground and private beach for campers and parties. To book your next party, call the Hidden Gem Resort in St. Mary's at 208-783-7306. That's 208-783-7306. Hidden Gem Resort in St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros, located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. Nellie's Kitchen at the River City Mall is your all-day breakfast headquarters. Well, almost. Nellie's Kitchen is open 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. and serves nothing but breakfast all day long. Stop by Nellie's Kitchen today and try their breakfast sandwich, the Nellie, or have a fan favorite, the Slumgolian. Nellie's Kitchen is open Tuesday to Sunday, 7 to 1, and offers breakfast the entire time. Eat in or call in your order at 208-245-2223. That's 208-245-2223. Nellie's Kitchen, located at the River City Mall in St. Mary's. Tim Parrish here at Kirby Crulett's Court, home of the Wallace Miners here in the Silver Valley, Wallace, Idaho. Your Lumberjacks getting set to do battle with the Miners in non-league action. Both teams back out on the floor warming up, getting ready to go here. We've got about 20 minutes until opening tip-off, national anthem starting lineups, all of that. I want to go back a little bit to the Lumberjacks' last game as they've hosted Genesis Prep. St. Mary's played well in that game. They didn't shoot that great from the free throw line, though. They took a little bit of a dip in their free throw shooting. St. Mary's was at 44%. And they also had 17 turnovers in that game, which St. Mary's as a team has averaged about 12 on the year. They've only had one other high turnover game, and that was in Timberlake, where they had 25-plus turnovers against the Tigers. 3 of the turnovers against Genesis Prep were shot clock violations, which is the first time this year that the Lumberjacks have had any of those issues. And the girls also had a shot clock violation in their game against Genesis Prep, and I think that was the first one for the girls that I've seen this year as well. The other one for the boys that was kind of an unforced one, it was an inbounding infraction where one of the Lumberjacks stepped, I think, over the line before passing the ball inbounds. You cannot do that, so that was one of those turnovers Coach Chase does not want to see from the guys. Those are unforced and unneeded turnovers. The shot clock violation, that can be very good defense from the opposition, and it could be just a lack of paying attention to that shot clock and knowing where you are on the time. I did talk to, I think one of the coaches said they were trying to run their set offense and tick time off the clock, and maybe they just kind of got lost at how long they'd been running that set offense. But those are a couple of turnovers that you don't want to necessarily see, but they're also ones you learn from. On the positive side of that game, St. Mary's out-rebounded the Jags 44-25. St. Mary's also forced 24 rebounds against Genesis Prep, and they converted those turnovers into 20 points as well. J.J. Yearout, the sophomore, had a pretty good game against the Jaguars, a career high for varsity. He had 18 points in that game, a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds, and also 6 steals in that game. So JJ has been a sophomore that's really been standing out. He actually, I don't remember if it was his first start. I can't remember if he started earlier in the season one game, but it might have even been his first varsity start in that night. So he really showed out as well. Not only he showed why he got that start. You know, he's been working hard in practice, and he was given that opportunity, and he really showed what he can do. And he has been a huge asset to this team so far this year, as is just about all those sophomore players. I mean, everybody has gotten some playing time here and there, and it's really been good for the Lumberjacks. You know, we've talked about last year, Coach Chase really had about 7 guys that he could really count on, I guess you could say, where there wouldn't be a production drop-off. And he was really worried about that at the beginning of the year last year as far as having depth in his squad. This year, he has probably about 10 guys he can put in off the bench, and every single one of them will contribute positively to the team. I mean, last year we got basically a full roster of varsity. We don't normally have that. We normally run about an 11-man roster throughout the regular season, 11, 12, and last year it was definitely that. There was a few guys that Coach Chase really liked would have came out and played basketball last year, but they didn't. So it's nice to have the depth that the Lumberjacks do have. And again, that depth is going to continue for the Lumberjacks as they move forward. We only lose 2 seniors this year to graduation. We got 2 juniors that will be up the seniors next year, and there's some solid JV players that are going to come in and fill some roles next year as well. Kason Sexton is one of them that I think is going to be a solid varsity player. He's a little bit on the short side, but he has good ball handling skills, and he can also shoot threes like crazy. So he's going to be a fun one to watch when he gets to that full-time varsity role. A player that's back tonight for the Lumberjacks after missing the early parts of the season, Julian Grimaldo, the sophomore. He's another one I'm looking forward to. Not sure how much. Is he a junior? Okay, Julian is a junior. For some reason, I thought he was one of the sophomores, but that does make sense that he's a junior. Look at my roster. I guess it would tell me there, unless I didn't put it on here right. No, I got him listed as a junior there. Okay. For some reason, I thought he was a sophomore. That makes more sense to me. But still, he is a solid asset, I think, to the varsity team. I'm not sure how much playing time he's going to get tonight. I even talked to him when we first got here. He's excited to get on the floor. He's not sure how much time he's going to play tonight either. But he has good ball handling skills. Quick first move to the bucket. He can shoot solidly from just about anywhere on the floor, I think. And I think he's a solid defender as well. So he's just going to add one more depth at that guard position for the Lumberjacks, who this year guard heavy. We've got a couple of tall posts, and I mean there's several guys listed as posts, but our tallest post player is Wyatt Holmes. And again, Julian's just going to add another little bit of a wrinkle to the Lumberjacks defensively and offensively. And I think his playing time could be determined by that. If he comes out and is just having a heck of a game on his first time in tonight, he might see a lot of playing time this evening. It's just all going to kind of depend on how he does at game speed. Practice is way different than game speed, obviously. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Coach Chase is going to be looking at as we get rolling tonight. 13 minutes until let's go ahead and I'm going to skip a break and we'll go over our offensive numbers for the Lumberjacks so far. So on the season, the Lumberjacks are averaging 53 points per game. They're allowing 50 points per game on the season. St. Mary's team averages 33% shooting from the field, 27% three-point, 59% free throw, 34 rebounds per game, 9 assists, 12 turnovers, 8 steals, 9 points per game off of turnovers. So all pretty solid numbers for the Lumberjacks. I mean, you're getting 12 turnovers, or no, that's your turnovers, but you're creating 16 turnovers a game and getting 9 points. That's just over half. So not too bad there. Their opponents for St. Mary's shooting about 37% from the field. That number is slowly coming down as the Lumberjack defense gets stronger and stronger. 29% from three-point range and 65% from the free throw line. Opponents are averaging about 31 rebounds per game, 6 assists, 16 turnovers, and 6 steals, while the opponents are getting only 7 points off turnovers. Individual leaders for St. Mary's scoring. Seth Swallows averages 11 points per game. He's a senior. Wyatt Holmes averaging 10 points per game. He is a senior. J.J. Yearout, sophomore, he is right on the cusp. I think if he has a 10-point night tonight, he will add to he'll be the third 10-point per game player for the Lumberjacks this year. Right now, he was at 9.4 points per game. So I could have fudged that and just rounded it and given him the 10 points per game, but I'm going to wait until he gets over that 9.4 up to that 9.5.6 points per game. Xavier Sloper, another sophomore, he's averaging 7 points per game. Isaiah Gustav, yet another sophomore, averaging 5 points per game. And then the other junior, Landon Holmes, averaging 5 points per game for the Lumberjacks. In the assist category, Wyatt Holmes leads the team, or actually Wyatt Holmes, Xavier Sloper, Jack Barta, and J.J. Yearout, each averaging about 2 assists per game. Rebounds, Wyatt Holmes averages 7, Landon Holmes averages 5, and then Xavier Sloper, Seth Swallows, and J.J. Yearout averaging 4 rebounds per game. And J.J. Yearout also leads the team in steals per game. He averages right around 3 steals per game. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look at the Wallace Miners when we return with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip off. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's.
You know what nobody misses? Dial-up internet. The same goes for monthly checking account fees. P1FCU's Ascend Checking is free. Plus, it has all sorts of free benefits, like remote deposit, credits for monitoring, and more. Meanwhile, some people are paying as much as $12 a month for their checking. Some things should just be free. Open your P1FCU Ascend Checking today at p1fcu.org/free. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. Tim Parrish back here at Kirby Crulett's Court in Wallace, Idaho. The Paulat's #1 federal credit union countdown to tip-off. We've got 8.5 minutes left of time before our starting lineups national anthem. The Wallace Miners is who the Lumberjacks are playing tonight. The Miners are of the 1A D1 Scenic Idaho Conference. They're coached by Jared Young. Currently with a 3-6 record, 1-1 in league play. They are 27th in the Max Preps rankings for 1A D1. They are on a 2-game win streak. They beat Genesis Prep 54-51 on the 12th. They beat Mullen 63-30 on the 18th. They played St. Mary's once this year, back on December 21st. St. Mary's beat the Miners 61-32. And the 1A D1 standings is Lakeside 8-2, 1-0 in league. Wallace 3-6, 1-1 in league. Genesis Prep 5-9, 1-2 in league play. The Miners are scoring just 39 points per game and allowing 51 points per game. I do want to make a correction. I wanted to do that when I came back from break, but I forgot to. My buddy Jason Thompson over here let me know that I was wrong on my count for juniors. There is 4 juniors on the team right now. Our juniors is Landon Holmes, Trenton Ribrick, Hayden DeFort, and Julian Grimaldo. So I got to get that corrected before I forget to. And like I said, St. Mary's played Wallace earlier in the season on December the 21st. And St. Mary's, we'll go back to that one. Lumberjacks had a good game, beat them 61-32, 61-33. Something like that. I've got 2 different scores in my pregame information. The Lumberjacks shot 35% from two-point range, while the Miners were 27% from two-point range. Three-point range, St. Mary's didn't shoot very well that night. 3 of 19, 16%. Wallace shot much better from outside, 5 of 15 for 33%. Overall field goal percentage, both teams ended up at 30% shooting from the field. St. Mary's did really well from the free throw line. They were at 84%, while Wallace was at 45%. St. Mary's out-rebounded the Miners 44-32. St. Mary's had 16 fouls. Wallace had 15. Wallace had 25 turnovers. St. Mary's had 10. Lumberjacks scored 10 points off of Wallace turnovers. The Lumberjacks also had 22 points off the bench, while the Wallace Miners had 10 points off the bench. St. Mary's seen 3 scorers in double digits that night. Wyatt Holmes finished with 14.7 rebounds. Landon Holmes had a double-double, 10 points and 10 rebounds the last time these two teams met. Isaiah Gustav had 11. Year-Out had 7. Xavier Sloper, 6 points and 5 rebounds. Year-Out also had 4 steals in that game. Jack Barta had 5 points. Brock Barta, Kean Garcia, and Jamin Harold and Seth Swallows each had 2 points apiece as a off night for Seth Swallows. For the Miners, it was, let me see here, Henry Larson that led the team with scoring. He had 10 points. Caden Sabala had 6. Julian Davis had 5. Alex Cleveland had 5. Brad Stutsky had 2. Emmett Miles with 2. And Jordan Gardapi had 2 points for Wallace. So that's a little recap of the last meeting between these two teams up in St. Mary's on the 21st of December. For the Lumberjacks tonight, they really just need to continue what they've been doing. They've been playing well. They've been playing good defense. They just need to continue building their foundation as they work their way towards a few more league games and district action. And they just need to keep growing that team chemistry. The sophomores need to keep just building that confidence and learning how to play at the varsity speed, varsity level, and they're going to be fine tonight, I do believe. Want to keep seeing those shooting percentages improve, especially from the free throw line. I'd like to see them get back on track from the free throw line. Like I said, they shot below 50% against Genesis Prep. That's the first time in about 4 games that St. Mary's has been that bad from the charity stripe in a game. And again, they may have beat Wallace by double digits in the last meeting, but Wallace has several games under their belt now, a few more games they've built on their team as well, so you might see a closer game. I know we've seen a couple of exciting games between boys basketball here in Wallace, Idaho. I know several years ago we had, I think, a double overtime boys game here that was pretty fun and exciting. But you definitely don't look past any team you play any year. It doesn't matter what their record is or maybe how you beat them the first time you played them. You have to take every opponent seriously. St. Mary's beat Grangeville pretty good at home. It wasn't until the second half that St. Mary's stretched their lead out, but when we go up to Grangeville on Saturday, St. Mary's can't go in there. The boys can't go in there looking at that game and say, "Oh, we beat them easily. We'll do it again." You cannot overlook any team, in that game especially because it's a league game. But every game counts towards and helps that Max Preps ranking if you win. So you definitely don't want to overlook teams that maybe you're expected to beat. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule, the wrestlers today are at Priest River, so good luck to the wrestlers up in Priest River. Tomorrow, JV and varsity girls will be at Orofino, 6 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. I did read somewhere that there wasn't going to be a JV game with Orofino playing somebody else the other night, their girls, due to injury. So I don't know if our JV girls game might end up being canceled against Orofino. We'll find out. We will not be making that trip up to Orofino. We're going to be trying to see if we can get a feed from the Orofino radio station up there. Being that we've got to go to Grangeville on Saturday, I'm not going to make long trips back to back like that, but we will try to get that game on the air through Orofino's radio if we can tomorrow night. Friday and Saturday, wrestling will be at the Clearwater Valley Duels, and like I just mentioned, on the 27th, boys and girls will be at Grangeville on Saturday. That'll start at 10:30 in the morning with the C-Team boys taking on the Grangeville C-Team boys. We'll be there early so we can get set up, and we'll be there for the varsity action in Grangeville. That wraps up the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the starting lineups from Kirby Krulitz Court here in Wallace, Idaho.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for the home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet auction, spirit building, senior night, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you ready to turn your dream space into a reality? Look no further than Construction Solutions, your trusted partner in residential and commercial construction. From concept to completion, we've got you covered. At Construction Solutions, we specialize in site development with top-notch excavation services, ensuring a solid foundation for your project. Our experienced team is dedicated to delivering quality craftsmanship and exceeding your expectations. Opportunity awaits with Construction Solutions. Whether it's your dream home or a thriving business space, we're here to make it happen. Call us now at 208-582-3305 and let's build your future together. Construction Solutions, where excellence meets opportunity. Visit our website at constructionbylozano.com. That's constructionbylozano.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreation facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our communities. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Well, we're back, and now it's time for your starting lineups. We'll start with the Lumberjacks, as they are the visiting team, so they get announced first here tonight. It'll be the 6'6" senior post for the Lumberjacks, number 0, Wyatt Holmes. It'll be the 5'6" sophomore guard, number 3, Jack Barta. The 6' sophomore guard, number 4, J.J. Yearout. The 6' sophomore guard, number 32, Xavier Sloper. And the 6'1" senior guard, number 44, Seth Swallows. Those are your Lumberjack starters. And the starters for Wallace, we'll get you those as soon as they get them announced. They've got the guys on the bench over there, but some of them still have their warm-up shirts on, so I don't know. I can't see jersey numbers. And they have a pretty cool introduction for their players here in Wallace. First starter for the Miners is the number 5 of Henry Larson. The next starter is the number 20 of Jordan Gardapi. The number 23 of Julian Davis. The number 30 of Stephen Paul. And number 45 of Alex Cleveland. That is the starters for the Miners. Lumberjacks in their road green jerseys with white numbers, gold striping on their jerseys. They'll be going left to right on your radio dial. The Lumberjack or the Miners in white with black lettering with red around the numbers. Midcourt circle will be Wyatt Holmes going up against number 23 of Julian Davis for the opening tip. We're just about ready to go. Officials checking, making sure everybody's ready, making sure the officials are ready. He steps to the midcourt circle. Opening tip is up, controlled by St. Mary's. Seth Swallows had it, gives it up to Jack Barta. Jack will control it for the Lumberjacks. Swings it to the left side to Yearout. Back to Barta. Now down to the right side to Holt, his Sloper. Now inside to Holmes. Holmes misses the bunny though. Rebound to the Miners. Miners take it the other way. It is into the hands of the number 20. That's Gardapi. He's working the right side of the floor. Looks to the baseline. Tests that ball out. It's going to be a turnover on Wallace. Nobody was there to receive it. It went to Yearout. Yearout to Barta to Holmes. Wyatt Holmes for three, and that shot is missed. Wyatt has not been strong from three-point range this year. He is only 24% from outside on the season. So two shots by the Lumberjacks. Haven't been able to put one in, both by Holmes. Lumberjacks a little bit of a 2-2-1 press going. Miners trying to get it across the timeline. They do finally break the press, get it down to the right side into the hands of Paul. Now looking into the post, and it's going to be taken away by the Lumberjacks. I think that was, again, an unforced turnover. St. Mary's almost turns it over themselves. They're going to get it down to Wyatt Holmes inside. Wyatt is going to be fouled, and that might be on the shot, so he'll go to the free throw line. So Holmes has had three shots. Now two of them were misses out when he got fouled on. That foul goes against the number 5 of Larson, his first. 60% from the charity stripe is Holmes. Makes that first free throw, and the first bucket of the night for either team comes from the charity stripe. Wyatt lines up the next shot on the way. That one back iron. It is no good. Rebound goes to the Miners. So Lumberjacks lead 1-0. Ball on the right wing. In the hands of Gardapi. He's going to be guarded by Sloper. Looks for a screen. Gets it. Almost loses the dribble. Going to get a steal by Wyatt Holmes. Holmes drives down the right side. He's going to lose the handle as he runs into the defender of, that was Larson. I'm actually going to call that a steal by Larson. So a missed opportunity by St. Mary's. Up top is Gardapi with the ball. Gets it over to the 45 of Cleveland. Cleveland, a big boy up top. He's going to try the little bounce pass, and reading that well is Yearout. He gets the steal. Yearout lays it up and in, and I think he even was fouled there at the end. Else got a little conference coming between the refs there. The foul goes against the 45 of Cleveland, I believe. That is his first foul. Puts Yearout to the free throw line. Yearout, 60% free throw shooter, and he makes the bonus three-point play for Yearout. Lumberjacks up 4-0 over the Miners. St. Mary's again with some backcourt pressure. Wallace gets it across the timeline. Has the ball up top. It's Sabala who checked in. Now swings over to the right side to Davis. Davis has Barta on him. Backs back up between the circles, and we're going to get timeout taken by Wallace. It is a quick 30-second timeout. 5:51 to play, first period. Lumberjacks up 4-0 over the Miners. And the Wallace coach, Young, wanted to clean up something there that he's seen, maybe a play not being quite run right. So he took a quick 30-second timeout there early on in this one. So Lumberjacks have had a couple of opportunities off of turnovers. I think all their points might be off of turnovers so far, except for that, off of turnovers, because the St. Mary's first possession was a missed bunny by Holmes from underneath. Quick timeout. Back to inbound from in front of the Lumberjack bench. That is Larson. He gets the ball into the corner. Down into the hands of Davis. Davis, a little pump fake, then a three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound went to Sparta. Going to get it out to Swallows. Swallows open left side. Three, a little bit off the mark. Rebound went to the Miners. That one hit back iron, popped right back out. Wallace has the ball back on the right side of the floor. They have it in the hands of Larson. Larson looked into the post, stood up, back out to the wing. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Fight for the loose ball. Wyatt Holmes comes away with it. Lumberjacks quickly to the way. Corner three on the way for Sloper. It's up and good. J.J. Yearout with the assist. Lumberjacks up 7-0 over the Miners early first period. Wallace with some pressure there. St. Mary's gets the steal. I'm going to credit that one to Yearout. They feed it ahead to Yearout, and Yearout makes the bucket. 9-0, Lumberjacks lead, and almost another steal by St. Mary's. As that was Xavier Sloper getting credit for the deflection on the far side of the floor. 4:45 first period, Lumberjacks lead 9-0. Lumberjacks no pressure this time. Ball into Davis. Davis will control it for the Miners. Down to the corner. Right side. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Offensive rebound was no good. Or offensive putback was no good. And they're going to get it ahead to Holmes, who dunks it. I didn't see who got that rebound for St. Mary's and fed it up ahead to Wyatt. They say Jack, was it Wyatt or Jack that fed it ahead to? So Wyatt Holmes gets the dunk. Jack Barter with an assist, and the Lumberjacks lead 11-0 over the Miners. Inbound pass by the Lumberjacks is going to be taken away because I think Wallace had a turnover, but then St. Mary's turns it over. And the Miners have the ball. 4:13 to go, first period. 11-0, Lumberjacks with the lead. Ball up top in the hands of Paul. Now swings it to the right side. That's into the hands of Miles. Miles guarded by Sloper. Picks up his dribble. Back to Larson. Looking into the lane. Going to get a deflection there by Holmes, or by Yearout. They're trying to feed that into the 23 of Davis in the paint, and good defense there by Yearout. 3:54 to go, first period. Lumberjacks lead 11-0. Into the corner. Now back to Paul. That's Davis up top. He swings it back to the corner to Larson. Larson brings it to the top of the key. Swings it over to the number 13 of Miles. And going to get a little bit of a deflection again there by Yearout. Some good defense. He got a little bit of a piece of it. And then the intended target for the pass, which was Davis, couldn't handle it. Or no, it wasn't Davis. It was 13 of Miles. And Wallace turns it over. Jack Barta comes out. Brock Barta checks in for the Lumberjacks. Going to get it inside to Yearout. Yearout from the elbow. Shot won't fall for Yearout. Rebound to Wallace. Wallace brings it up. Davis down to the free throw line. Kicks it back out to the wing to Sabalas. Sabalas' three is wide of the mark. The rebound is taken by Wallace. And they'll reset their offense. Julian Davis with it. Swings it to the right side to Larson. Larson, short corner shot is up and good. And the Miners find the bucket for the first time. 11-2, St. Mary's leads. Sloper looking into Holmes. Holmes back out to Sloper. Three-point on the way. It's up and good by Sloper. left wing, and the assist to Wyatt Holmes. 14, Lumberjacks lead by 2. Going to get a drive to the bucket by the 23 of Davis. It won't fall in. He'll be fouled, though, and it'll be the first foul against St. Mary's. I think it's going to go against Wyatt. It does. It's Wyatt's first foul. Sends Julian Davis to the free throw line. Last time these two teams played, he was 0 for 2, but he makes the first one. Lumberjacks making some substitutions here. Swallows goes out, as does Holmes. Landon Holmes checks in. Gustav checks in. Both free throws are up and good by Davis. 14-4, Lumberjacks lead. St. Mary's back the other way. Sloper has it, left wing. Top of the key now to Holmes. Now to Year Out on the right side. Looking into the lane. Going to get a nice little jump shot by Sloper. It won't go. Rebound though to Landon Holmes. Landon finds Gustav, but Gustav can't get the shot to fall for him, and the rebound goes to Wallace. And then Wallace scores the other way. I didn't see who made that bucket for the Miners. Lumberjacks the other way. Going to get a drive to the rim from the baseline, left side of the floor by Gustav. It is up and good, and Gustav is going to be fouled. He'll get a chance for the three-point play. Gustav, 67% from the charity stripe on the year. That foul goes against Stephen Paul, his first, third team foul on Wallace. Free throw is no good. Rebound goes to Wallace. St. Mary's leads by 10. 16-6 with 1:57 to go first period. There's a bad pass by Wallace. Couldn't quite find the target underneath in the lane. Turnover by the Miners. St. Mary's will bring it the other way. Brock Barta controls for the Jacks. So it goes to the left side. Finds Year Out. Now to Sloper. Sloper already made 2 threes tonight. Back to Year Out. Year Out works it down way to the right side. Gets the ball back to the top to Barta. Now back to Sloper. Barta, right down to the left side. And St. Mary's kind of does the same thing Wallace did. It was Year Out looking for Gustav on the low block and just misses the pass there. Turnover St. Mary's. Sloper's going to come out. Checking in is Jack Barta. So we've got the twins on the floor at the same time. You don't see them. They usually sub for each other. This time they're both on the floor together. That has happened on occasion. Going to have the Miners bring the ball down. Davis has the ball, works it across the timeline. Going to look to the left side, trying to get it underneath. And again, just one of those passes that they're trying to get it underneath to the big man of Cleveland, and he couldn't quite handle it. It's going to go out of bounds off of Wallace. Lumberjacks control. Barta has it. Over to Brock to the opposite corner. Looking to the low post to Holmes. The Miners get a deflection there. There's a shot up by St. Mary's. No good. Rebound was to Landon Holmes. His putback was no good. And then I think it was Gustav, wasn't it, with the other putback that was good for St. Mary's. 18-6, Lumberjacks lead. 12-point lead for St. Mary's. Largest lead of the game so far. Miners working for that final shot. I think they're not using the shot clock here tonight. Nice little head fake pass by Larson. Fakes the pass out. Took the three. Missed. Rebound, though, to Wallace. They'll reset their offense. But we get a steal by Jack Barta. Wallace with the turnover. Brock Barta with the missed bucket. Rebound went to St. Mary's. I didn't see who got that offensive board. St. Mary's, another shot in the short corner was Landon Holmes. It's no good. Rebound to Wallace. Davis controls it across for the Miners. He has it on the right side. Top of the key now, back to the corner. Going to try for that shot. It's going to be partially blocked by Landon Holmes. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end. St. Mary's leads at 18-6 over Wallace. We'll take a break, come back with the second period here from Kirby Krulitz Court in Wallace, Idaho.
Tired of wasting your money on credit card processing fees? Call Flat Creek Payments.
We will help you reduce or eliminate your credit card processing fees. Take a moment to review those fees you paid last month. You know, the ones that slipped through the cracks. Now imagine having all that money back in your pocket. Sounds awesome, right? Let Flat Creek Payments make that dream a reality. Call Flat Creek Payments today, 208-695-1056. That's 208-695-1056. Flat Creek Payments. Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887.
Now we are back. Wallace will start the second quarter with possession. They trail 18-6. On the floor for Lumberjacks, Kian Garcia going to get a steal by Gustav. Gustav trying to feed it inside. He's going to turn it back over. Tried to get into the low post to Wyatt Holmes. Taken away by the Miners. Wallace has the ball up top. Now off to the left side to Davis. Davis guarded by Gustav. Looks like a zone defense actually a man defense from the Lumberjacks. Opposite corner down to Davis. Or no, that's not Davis. That's Miles. Little jump shot from the free throw line won't fall in for him. Rebound goes to Wyatt Holmes. Lumberjacks almost with a turnover there, but Gustav able to save it back into Holmes. Driving is going to be Jack Barta. He misses the layup. Rebound goes to Wallace. Wallace has the ball again. Right wing, Gardapi. Now to the top of the key, into the hands of Miles. Miles backs up, sets up the offense. Swings it to Davis on the left side, on the wing. Slowing that offense down a little bit. Nobody moving a lot right now for the Miners. Driving, trying to get through is the 30 of Stephen Paul. We're going to foul there, I think, against St. Mary's. A little bit of a reach or a push. Gustav goes out, as does Landon Holmes. JJ comes in, and Sloper comes in. That foul goes against Jack Barta. His first, team's first of the second quarter. Inbound to the corner, left side for Paul, or Davis. Back to Sabala, now back to the left wing. Working it around the perimeter right now is the Miners. Now to the Davis on the right side. Now to the free throw line. Little step in, nobody open, gets it out to Larson. Larson's three is up and good for the Miners. And I think we're going to full timeout by the Lumberjacks. 6:06 to go, first half of play, 18-9. Lumberjacks lead. St. Mary's takes their first time out of the game. It is a full. We'll be back.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Well, we are back. I'm seeing some discrepancies from my points for Wallace as
individual players as opposed to their scoreboard. I think I'm correct on mine, so we'll just keep it the way I've got it. We've got Year Out with the ball. Lumberjacks looking to the low post to Holmes. Trying to get it across to Year Out. Year Out didn't quite get his hands on it, but Key and Garcia there to clean it up. Top of the key. Back to Year Out. Year Out. That shot partially blocked, I believe, and the rebound goes to the Miners. I'm pretty sure Wallace got a piece of that. Wallace has it opposite side. Left corner. Now to the wing to Davis. Davis takes the ball up to the top of the key, guarded by Year Out. Year Out's quick hands gets the steal. He's going to take it all the way down, puts the shot up and good. Looking at total points this year, Year Out had 94 points coming into this game. 60 of them were from turnovers. Going to get a shot from Year Out. It's no good. Barta with the rebound. Lumberjacks reset. Jack Barta for three from the corner. It's no good. Rebound to the Miners. 20-9, Lumberjacks lead. Actually, it says 20-8 on the scoreboard, so I might have gotten something wrong somewhere, obviously. I'll take a look at that in a little while and fix it. Must have given them a extra point somewhere. We're going to get a block called by St. Mary's. It's going to be Sloper. He'll pick up that foul. And I'll take a moment to look and see. Not sure why I have 9 points on my stats, but it's 20-8. That last three must have been a 2 by Wallace. Going out is Jack Barta. Hayden DeFort checks in. He missed the free throw. Got the rebound was Holmes. Got myself goofed up here at the moment. Hang on. Rebound to Wyatt. St. Mary's with the ball underneath. They missed a couple of bunnies. Rebound goes back to Wallace. That's okay. Wallace has the ball. Davis, short corner. Shot is up. No good. Rebound to Holmes. I get myself caught up stats-wise here. I'm going to get a three-pointer on the way by Sloper. It won't fall from the left side. Wallace comes back the other way. Davis has it. He's going to trigger the three. Contested. Up and good by Julian Davis. And St. Mary's going to take another timeout. And is it a full or a 30? It's a quick 30-second timeout. Lumberjacks lead 20-11, but a little bit of a push coming from the Miners. So Coach Chase got to rein the guys back in a little bit there. Had that fixed. The reason I had a 9 points for Wallace a minute ago is because that 3 by Larson that I marked down as a 3 was actually a long 2. So I got that corrected. Lumberjacks have had a few opportunities here in the second quarter to extend this lead out quite a bit, but haven't been able to take full opportunity of the full advantage of the extra opportunities they've had. They missed a few rebound offensive putbacks. St. Mary's brings the ball down. That is Year Out, controlling it for the Lumberjacks. Swings it over to Landon, who checked in. I didn't see him come in. He came in for, I'm not sure who he's in there for. Garcia, I think, is not on the floor now. JJ's going to try to split the defender. Is going to have the ball taken away from him. And Wallace goes the other way. Jordan Gardepy with the ball on the left side of the floor. He's got some defensive pressure, and he's going to get called for the travel. Hayden DeFort's going to check back out. Coming in for him is Barta. That's Jack Barta. Always got to remember to give the first name because there's the brothers. Jack has it, left wing, top of the key now to Year Out, opposite. Now they look into the lane. To get a nice ball movement into Holmes. Landon goes up for the shot. No good, but he'll be fouled. That foul looks like it's going against Stephen Paul. That looked like a good block from my angle. Ref's seen something a little bit different there. Must have got a little bit of hand on the way up. That'll send Landon to the free throw line. Landon Holmes, 55% from the charity stripe on the season. First one's going to kiss the front of the rim, come off the glass, and fall through. Got some subs coming in as Year Out and Sloper go out. Seth Swallows comes in, as does Brock Barta. Second free throw for Landon on the way. He leaves that one short. Gets his own rebound, though. Gets it over to Brock Barta. Brock left side, back to Landon. Landon to Holmes. Landon to Wyatt, and Wyatt puts it up and good off the glass. Nice ball movement there as he finds his brother waiting down in the low post. 23-11. St. Mary's leads by 12. Wallace works the ball to the left side, now to the top of the key. An open look for Henry Larson from three. It's off the front iron. It won't fall through. Rebound tracked down by Jack Barta. Lumberjacks push it down the floor into Swallows. Swallows leaves his shot short from about the blocks, midway up the blocks on the lane. Rebound goes to Wallace. Again, 23-11. St. Mary's leads. 2:14 to go first half. Ball in the hands of Gardapi up top. He's going to swing it over to Davis on the right side of the floor. He's guarded by Jack Barta. Back to the top now to Gardapi. He backs it out to the midcourt circle. Seth Swallows is on him. And Lumberjacks still in a man defense. Gardapi works left, kicks it to the corner, and not being able to hold on to the handle is Larson. And the Miners will turn it over. Landon Holmes is going to come out. Checking in is Gustav. And Julian Grimaldo is going to check in. He's coming in for Jack Barta. Brock controls over to Julian. Julian left side, top to Wyatt. Holmes back to Grimaldo. Still on that left side, kick it all the way to the right side. Three-pointer on the way by Holmes. It won't go. Put back is no good by Swallows. Rebound was to Brock Barta. Another three-pointer on the way by Seth. That won't go. And who made that shot? Brock knocked down the three, I believe, from the left corner. And it was. 26-11, Lumberjacks lead. Gardapi down into the low post of Cleveland. His shot won't fall. Fight for the loose ball. It is still loose. And Wallace ends up with that one. Davis has the ball up top, getting down to a minute to play first half, 26-11. It's a 15-point lead for St. Mary's. Shot up and off the glass by Jordan Gardapi. His first bucket of the night. That was just from inside the free throw line. 48 seconds. Brock Barta brings it down for St. Mary. Swings it over to Gustav here on the right side of the floor. Back up the top to Grimaldo. Now to the left side. Barta is going to drive. He's going to get that shot blocked. Gustav ends up with the rebound, though. And Gustav is able to have the putback. 28-13. Lumberjacks lead is 15. Wallace working for that final shot. Davis has it up top, swings it over to Gardapi on the right side. He's got Brock Barta on him. Now down to the corner to Sabala. Back up the top to Gardapi. Now Larson still working around the arc. Going to get a three-point shot up by Davis. It is off the mark. That was at the buzzer. Rebound goes to Wyatt Holmes, but St. Mary's can't do nothing with it. And that's how the first half will come to an end. St. Mary's with a 28-13 lead over the Miners. We'll take a break and come back and look at the halftime statistics.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chip, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift?
Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Fall is here and winter is coming. It's time to break out the sled or snow bike and make sure they are ready to rip the fresh pow. 208 Power Sports is ready to make sure your machine is ready to go this winter. 208 Power Sports specializes in all things off-road. So if you need to get your side-by-side ready to plow or get that snow bike put together and ready for those bluebird days on the mountain, let 208 Power Sports do the work for you. 208 Power Sports, located at 110 Homer Drive in St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-568-2023. That's 208 Power Sports.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes. That'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric. For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Now we are back. It is halftime here at Kirby Crulett's Court in Wallace, Idaho. Your Lumberjacks leading the Miners 28-13 at the half. And I'm going to... Oh, that is right. Okay. Let's see here. Where was I at? So the Lumberjacks and the Miners. Wallace shooting just 29% from the field in the first half. St. Mary's 34% from the field in the first half. The Miners doing very well from the free throw line. They're 3 for 4 for 75%. St. Mary's 3 of 6, 50%. Three-point shooting, Lumberjacks 3 of 10 for 30%. Wallace is 1 of 9 for 11%. From two-point range, the Miners are 50%, 4 of 8. St. Mary's 8 of 22 for 36%. The Miners have 15 turnovers in the first half. St. Mary's with 5. The Lumberjacks scoring 6 points off of those turnovers. Wallace has no turnover points off of the Lumberjacks. Rebounding very close. St. Mary's with 17. Wallace with 16. Wallace has 12 defensive boards. The Lumberjacks with 8. 4 offensive rebounds for Wallace, 6 offensive, 9 offensive for St. Mary's. I'll get there eventually. St. Mary's with 7 steals. Wallace with 3 steals. Lumberjacks with 5 assists. Wallace with 1 assist. Fouls in the first half. St. Mary's with Wallace with 4, St. Mary's with 3. Individually for the Miners, they have Henry Larson. No, actually, Julian Davis, according to my tally, has 7 points. 4 points for Henry Larson, 2 points for Jordan Gardepy. That's different from what their scoreboard shows for their individual scoring, but I'm sticking with what I have, and that's all that really matters at this point. Anyway, that's their scoring. They have 7 for Julian Davis, 4 for Henry Larson, and 2 for Jordan Gardapi. For the Lumberjacks, we have how many players scored in that first half? Six players scoring. We've got 3 guys halfway to double digits. Actually, 4 guys halfway to double digits. JJ Year Out leading with 7 points. He also has, let's see, how many steals does JJ have? 3 steals on the afternoon so far, or the evening. And then we got 2 guys with 6 points. Xavier Sloper has 6. Isaiah Gustav has 6. 5 points for Wyatt Holmes. 3 points for Brock Barta. And 1 point for Landon Holmes. Looking at the rebounds, see if we got anybody close to double-double possibly. Wyatt has 5 rebounds for the Lumberjacks, 4 rebounds for Jack Barta. It's always surprised me when you see one of the shorter players have one of the leading rebounders of the game so far, as he's the second leading rebounder. Year Out has no rebounds tonight so far, but he does have 1 assist and 3 steals, so he's playing well on the evening. And that's about it as far as key stats for the teams. St. Mary's is in control. It's a decent lead for the Lumberjacks. Things can change though if you take your foot off the pedal, if you relax a little bit. So St. Mary's can't relax, getting ready to come out into the second half. They've got to keep pushing and see if they can't stretch this lead out a little bit more in the second half. Lumberjacks lead it 28-13 over the Wallace Miners here at halftime. We're going to take a break. Come back with second half action from Kirby Krulitz Court in Wallace after this. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack! Cold weather is coming and 10th Street Lumber has what you need. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber will help you stay warm all winter long. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals and burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Located on 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor. And we are back, getting ready to start the second half of action here from Wallace, Idaho. Kirby Krulitz Court. Lumberjacks taking on the Miners. 28-13, the halftime score. Lumberjacks in the lead. And we'll see what St. Mary's comes out with in the second half. Teams will switch directions. St. Mary's going right to left on your radio dial. The starters should be back out for both teams. For the Miners, it's Henry Larson, Jordan Gardapi, Julian Davis, Stephen Paul, and Alex Cleveland. For the Lumberjacks, Wyatt Holmes, Jack Barta, J.J. Yearout, Xavier Sloper, and Seth Swallows. Now, every so often the team will make a little switch there, not start the same person in the second half, but it does look like we are accurate here for the start of this second half. St. Mary's will start with the first possession. J.J. Yearout inbounds it to Jack Barta. He'll take it across for the Lumberjacks, works his way to the right side of the floor, calling for J.J. to come up to the top. Swings over to the left side to Sloper. Sloper trying to get it into Swallows. It's going to be deflected. St. Mary still ends up with it. The miss by Wyatt Holmes and the rebound to the Miners. Gardapi has the ball, right side. Guarded by Sloper. St. Mary still in their man defense. Back over to the wing to Miles. Miles lets the three fly. It's no good. Rebound tipped out to Sloper. And then a foul. I think the tip came from Swallows, so I'll give Swallows the rebound. Then a foul by Wallace. And that foul goes against Miles. His first foul of the game. Lumberjacks bring it down. Year out controls it. Swings over to Jack Barta. Right wing. Back to top to Sloper. Now to Year out. Year out working on the left side. Into the lane. Back to Swallows. Going to get a three on the way from Year out. His shot is short. Rebound and putback by Swallows is up and good. Lumberjacks score first in the second half. We're going to get a steal. Is it a steal or who? The foul against the Miners or the foul against St. Mary's? Foul will go against St. Mary's. I wasn't sure if JJ had gotten the steal cleanly and then got fouled by Wallace, or if they called JJ with a little bit of a hand check there while trying to get that steal. And that foul does go against JJ. I think it's his first foul of the game, and it is. Wallace with the ball. That one deflected by Holmes, but Wallace able to keep possession. Larson has the ball. Up to the top they go to Gardapi. Gardapi between the circles. Works his way left. Lumberjacks trying to get the trap up top. Back to Gardapi. He's guarded by Holmes. Holmes had the ball for a second. Releases so he doesn't get called for a foul there. Going to get the ball down inside. Trying to get it down to the short corner to Stephen Paul. That'll be deflected out of bounds by Year out. Larson inbound from the sideline. And Wyatt Holmes going to get called for a foul there as he came in a little bit too hot trying to get that steal. That is Wyatt's second foul or first foul? Second foul for Wyatt. So long possession here for the Miners. They've got it on the left side. Gardapi down to the corner to Miles. Miles gets kind of an open look, takes the three. It's no good. Rebound goes to Swallows. Down to the corner to Barta. Barta brings it to the elbow, down to the blocks, backs the ball back out. Oh, Seth mishandles that just a little bit. Turnover on Swallows. That ball came right to his hands, and he was trying to get his grip on it, and for some reason it just popped out and went out of bounds. Lumberjacks getting with some backcourt pressure, and a turnover by the Miners. St. Mary's almost turns it back over. They get it to Year out. Year out. Thought about a three. Gets it into Holmes. Holmes went up to try to go up strong, lost the handle, regained control, but came back down to the ground. It's going to be a travel on Wyatt. Unfortunate the way that one ended up playing out, but it happens. Wallace with the ball in the backcourt. St. Mary's with their 2-2, looks like their 2-2-1 trap. Miners gives it cross down to Miles. Miles works right side. Little layup. Shot is up and good for the Miners. Emmett Miles with his first bucket of the contest. Both teams have only made one bucket so far in the second half. Holmes backs his way in. That changes right there as Wyatt Holmes goes up strong. Coming back the other way, the number 20 of Gardapi. We get a steal by Holmes, though. Sloper tried to set up for the take a charge. Going the other way, they get it to Sloper, and Sloper gets called for the foul and the charge. Sloper's going to come out. Checking in for him is Landon Holmes. So Sloper went to trying to receive a charge, to giving a charge. And Coach Chase giving him some coaching up there on the bench. Going to get a nice steal by Year out. Year out cashes in on the turnover. Again, a lot of Year out's buckets tonight. A lot of his points have came from turnovers from the opposite team, whether it's a steal he took or a steal that somebody else got and dished it to him. There's a long caught down court pass for the Miners. Driving into the lane is the 30 of Paul. His shot is no good. A whistle and a foul against the Lumberjacks. It is, and it'll send Wallace to the free throw line. foul on Wyatt. Send Stephen Paul to the free throw line. Makes the first free throw. Wyatt's going to come out. Checking in for him is Gustav. Also coming in is Brock Barta. He'll take the place of Jack. Second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. And a substitution for the Miners. Going out is Gardapi. Checking in is number 1 of Sabala. Brock Barta brings it down for the Lumberjacks. Gets it across the timeline. No pressure from Wallace. Right side, now to the top to Gustav. Down to the left corner. Back into the free throw line. Underneath to Swallows. And good ball movement there by the Lumberjacks. Gustav, I think, had the assist there. And Wallace is going to turn it over the other way. They lose handle of the ball. They recover it standing on the out-of-bounds line. So St. Mary's will take the possession. 36-17, Lumberjacks lead with 4.5 to go in the third period. Year out brings it across for the Lumberjacks. Works his way to the left side. He's going to pull up for the 3 off the mark. Rebound going to be chased down by Wallace. Nice job on the save by the Miners to keep the possession. Now it's Davis. Davis to the top of the key to Larson. Larson backs up between the circles. Brandon Holmes putting pressure on Davis on the right wing. Now back to the top to Sabala. Left wing to Larson. He's guarded by Brock Barta. Still working on that side of the floor. Going to get a 3 on the way by Paul. That shot is off the mark. Rebound goes to Year Out. St. Mary's the other way. Year Out finds Holmes. Short corner. Back to the top to Swallows. Swallows for 3. Off the mark on that one. Rebound to Landon Holmes. I think Landon had a putback. It didn't go. And was that Year Out? Huh? Isaiah. Gustav with the putback on the next one. Another steal by Year Out. And then St. Mary's, I think St. Mary's missed a shot. Rebound went to Wallace, and then Wallace turned it over the other way. Yeah. Was it JJ? A 3-point on the way by Swallows. It is no good. Rebound goes to Wallace. Wallace brings it the other way. Ball on the corner of the wing to Gardapi. He gets it up to Davis. Back to Gardapi. Still working on the wing. Now brings it up top. Picks up his dribble. Swings over to Sabala. Sabala left wing. Guarded by Holmes. Again, I think St. Mary's playing mostly a man defense, it looks like, tonight. Hayden DeFort checked in. I didn't see him come in. That shot is up and good by Davis. Davis. Short corner. St. Mary's with a shot from the other way. That was Gustav. His shot won't fall. Rebound to Landon Holmes, and his putback is up and good. I think Swallows went out, and DeFort came in for him. Then he gets a nice ball movement for the Miners, but they can't get the shot to go. Rebound went to Gustav. St. Mary's back the other way. Oh, no, Swallows is still in here. Going to get it to Holmes, out the corner to Brock. And to Gustav now. Oh, I'm not sure who is not in there. Isaiah's not in there. Who made that? Aiden DeFort. I took my eye off for just a minute to fix one of my stats, and Aiden DeFort gets a bucket for the Lumberjacks. I'm glad I've got my buddy Jason here helping me out tonight. Miners with the ball, minute 33 and counting in the third period. St. Mary's leads at 42-19. Miners have only put up 4 points here. Going to get a block shot by Landon Holmes. Missed by Wallace. Rebound to Swallows. That ball deflected out of bounds by Wallace. Stays with the Lumberjacks. Checking in for the Miners, Stephen Paul. Checking out the 13 of Miles. Into Brock. Brock up top of the key. Now to Gustav. Gustav's three was partially deflected. And Gustav is still in there too. I don't know. My lineup is all goofed up right now. St. Mary's had an offensive rebound there. Now Sloper with the bucket. And Sloper's in there. So I've got there's a steal by Holmes. Oh, I've got to get my lineups right here. St. Mary's missed another bucket there. Lumberjacks on defense. Three-pointer on the way by the Miners is no good. Rebound with Sloper. Going to get a shot put up by Barda. The shot was missed. I've got to get my lineup straight here. Sloper. Gustav, DeFort. Landon, Brock. Foul against Wallace. After a missed layup by Barda. Going to get the ball into Holmes. Holmes misses the layup. Landon had an offensive rebound, but then St. Mary's, I believe, turned it over. And the Miners have it with 3 seconds on the clock. 44-19. I've gotten myself all goofed up this evening, having some troubles here, and there's a foul against St. Mary's. That's going to go against Gustav. And that is actually the fifth foul, so the Miners will get some free throws here with 1.9 on the clock. Shooting the free throws is Julian Davis. I have him as 2 for 2 tonight. First free throw on the way, it is up and good. To 44, Lumberjacks lead. Next free throw is no good. Offensive rebound for Wallace, and then they lose the handle, and that'll be how the third period ends. St. Mary's up by 24, 44-20 over Wallace. We'll be back with the fourth period.
Looking for a hard-working, reputable, licensed, and insured construction company in Benoit County? Need a remodel, pole barn, or deck? Whatever your construction needs may be, Colton Construction LLC is waiting for your call. 208-315-7333. Colton Construction LLC, licensed, insured, and ready to give you your free estimate today. Give them a call, 208-315-7333. That's 208-315-7333. Colton Construction LLC. Ask about their military discount.
It's the kid in grade school who paints their face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Now we are back. Had some issues with some lineup stuff in that last period. Let's make the final period a good one. We've got Wyatt Holmes, Kean Garcia, Jamin Harold, Trenton Ribrick, and Julian Grimaldo on the floor for the Lumberjacks. The Miners start with the first possession, and they have it up top. Gardepy with the ball for the Wallace Miners. Over to Larson, left side of the floor. Now back to the top to Miles. Left down to the right side, back in the hands of Gardepy, guarded by Grimaldo. Tries to drive in. Grimaldo gets the steal. Lumberjacks the other way. Wyatt Holmes backs it back to Harold. Harold with the bucket from the jump shot. Give the assist to Wyatt Holmes. JJ, you're out right now. The only player with double digits for the Lumberjacks. He has 11. Several close. Wallace with the ball. It's in the hands of Davis. Now swings over to Miles. Back to the right side to Paul. Paul to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Down to the corner now. Back to Davis. Short corner, backing it back out to the corner is Gardapi. Now to the top to Larson. Larson works left side, kicks the ball out to Miles. Miles, cross-court pass to Gardapi. Lumberjacks defense is not letting them get a good look inside. Going to get Paul or Davis with the shot. It's going to miss. And St. Mary's got a piece of it. I think that was Jamin Harold with a little bit of a block there. Ball got out of bounds off of St. Mary's, so we'll give an offensive rebound to the Miners. Checking in is Sabala. Going to the bench for the Miners is Miles. Up to the top to Gardapi. Gardapi guarded by Grimaldo. Now to the right side to Sabala. Looks like Lumberjacks switched into a zone. 2-3 zone. Free throw line, left side. Three-pointer on the way. It's up and good. Make sure that it was a three. Nope, it was a long two by Larson. This time I double-checked. He already had one that I thought was a three that wasn't. 46-22, Lumberjacks with the lead. Garcia looking inside to Harold. Harold shot off the glass, just won't go. Grimaldo goes in there and grabs that rebound, and he's going to be fouled. Or jump ball. So it'll be a jump ball call. So Wallace ties that up. Good hustle by Grimaldo, though. St. Mary's the ball to the corner. Now they look into Grimaldo. Shot up. It won't fall for him. Rebound to the Miners. Good luck for Grimaldo. Couldn't get it to fall. Wallace, deep three. That one's off the mark. Rebound to Grimaldo. That was Davis with the long three. They're going to get the ball down underneath. Going to get a whistle and a foul called against Wallace. Foul. Huh? That was Sabala with the foul. And Coach Chase is going to take a timeout here. Was it 4 or 30? I'm not sure yet. It is a quick 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. 46-22, Lumberjacks with a 24-point lead. Scoring breakdown right now, St. Mary's has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys scoring so far. J.J. Yearout has 11. Wyatt Holmes with 7. Sloper has 8. Gustav has 6. Brock Barda and Landon Holmes each have 3. Jamin Harold with 2. Hayden DeFort with 2. Seth Swallows with 4. St. Mary's kept the same 5 on the floor. Lumberjacks will inbound from baseline. Garcia will trigger it in. He's going to get it to Wyatt. Wyatt back to Garcia. Garcia going to get called for a double dribble there. And a turnover on St. Mary's. So far in his varsity minutes, that's really the first mistake I've seen from Kean. Wallace with the ball, and there's a travel by Wallace. A little bit of an extra step there by Gardapi. I don't think he quite agreed with it, but it kind of looked like he took an extra step from here as well. St. Mary's goes the other way. Garcia over to Holmes. That's Wyatt looking inside to Ribrick. Ribrick almost had the first one blocked. That time he does have it blocked. He spun into the paint. Good defense by the Wallace. Wallace with the rebound. Wallace looking for the fast break. Up ahead to Sabala. They can't get that completed. St. Mary's using their speed to get back down the lane. Going to get a shot up. No good, but a foul call against the Lumberjacks. That'll send the 30 of Stephen Paul to the free throw line. I didn't quite catch who that foul was against. It's going to go against the number 2 of Harold. That's his first. First team foul for Lumberjacks here in the fourth. Stephen Paul is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Ref comes over and talks to him for a moment. Kind of got hit in the face. I think they're making sure he was good to go, and he makes that first free throw. 3 points for Paul, all from the free throw line tonight. 46-23, Lumberjacks with a 23-point lead. Second free throw is good as well. And he'll be subbed out as Paul goes out. Checking in is Cleveland.
Lumberjacks remain with their same lineup. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt from the Miners. St. Mary's needs to get it across. They do. Harold down to the corner to Ribrick. Ribrick thought somebody was going to be driving down the lane, and he tries to feed it in without looking, and it's going to be a turnover for St. Mary's. Going to look into Paul's. Low post, back out to the corner, left side, Gardapi. Now to Larson, right side. St. Mary's bringing in some of their other guys. Going to make a substitution here. Back to the top to the 20 of Gardapi. Back out to Davis. Davis drives. Shot is going to be blocked by Holmes. Blocked out of bounds by St. Mary's. So now we've got some substitutions here. Seeing who's going out. Who's checking in. Kyle Smith has came in. Swallows is back in. Landon Holmes is back in. I think it's Brock Barta. Going to get a shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound goes to Brock. St. Mary's takes it the other way, out to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by DeFort. It might have been a long two even. And I didn't get the right sub in there as DeFort is in there. And what do we get called there? A turnover on St. Mary's, I believe. Fort is in there. Who came out? Oh, Wyatt Holmes didn't stay in. Okay, Wyatt Holmes went out. So bringing it down for the Miners is Davis. Davis to the free throw line. Kicks the ball out to the wing to Sabala, left side. Now to the corner. Gardapi. Going to try to get Lumberjack defense off their feet. He does. Can't make the bucket. Rebound goes to Brock. Brock to the corner to Landon. Landon Holmes three. It is short. Fight for the loose ball. It's going to be pulled down by the Miners, I believe. And a foul. Nope, ball went out of bounds off of St. Mary's as they were fighting for it there. Miles checks back in for the Miners. 3:48 to go. 46-24. Lumberjacks lead. Davis brings it down the far side of the floor. Landon Holmes out on him. Dribbles it off his foot, able to regain. Works his way to the top of the key, backs it up. Looking to get it over to the 34 of Reese Williams, but throws it just behind him, and it's a turnover on Wallace. Lumberjacks, things have kind of got a little bit sloppy, a little bit slowed down here. St. Mary's using some of the subs, and Wallace a little bit more pressure there. A bad pass by Holmes, and then Landon with a big block shot there. St. Mary's back the other way. They find DeFort underneath. DeFort will be fouled as he goes up for the shot. Looks like that might be going against the 45 of Cleveland. It is. It's his second. Sends Hayden DeFort to the free throw line. Hayden's first free throw is off the mark. Might be his first time to the free throw line this season, as I have him as 0% from the charity stripe. Second free throw. That one no good as well. Rebound to the Miners. Wallace bringing it down the other side. Davis has the ball, working left side of the floor, guarded by Holmes. He's going to try to drive, and he'll be fouled. Now it must be going to go against Landon. Landon was the one on him. Second foul against St. Mary's. Wallace will inbound from baseline. 3:06 to go, fourth period. Wallace trying to get it in. St. Mary's playing some really good defense. They finally get it to Davis on the left side. Back to the corner to Miles. Miles with a three. It's no good. DeFort with the rebound. Lumberjacks quickly down the floor. Going to get it to Seth. Seth for three. That's off the mark. Rebound tipped out to Landon Holmes. And we're going to get the ball came loose, but we do get a foul. And that foul looks like it's going against Sabala for the Wallace Miners, I believe. His second foul. He subs for Wallace. The 0 comes in. That's Stutzky. 15 of Gabe Anderson checks in. Swallows checks out.
Gustav comes in for him. Isaiah gets it to Sloper. Sloper's going to drive, gets the shot blocked. Sloper checked in. I didn't see him come in. Trying to find out who is not in for the Lumberjacks. Oh, I'm not sure who it is. Three-point shot on the way. No good. Rebound to DeFort. St. Mary's the other way. Going to get a long two on the way by Kyle Smith. His shot won't go from the elbow, and a foul on the rebound. I think it was Sloper with the foul. I'm going to see if I can't get my lineup right again. So Smith is still in there. Fort, Ribrick, Julian, Gustav. I think that's all five of them. There we go. Going to get the shot on the way. No good. Rebound to Smith. St. Mary's the other way. Sloper drives. Finds Grimaldo. Grimaldo's shot won't fall in. How did I not get Grimaldo? That's the wrong Harold. That's the wrong. So Grimaldo missed a layup. Wallace missed a shot the other way. They get it down to Ribrick. Ribrick's shot is going to fall in. And we get a timeout by, no, a travel. Is it a travel? Or are they telling them to run the clock? I think it's a timeout taken by Wallace. 30-second timeout. I've had such a hard time this evening keeping up with the substitutions for some reason. Missing one guy on my lineup at the moment. And now, with my luck, coach will make a whole different lineup change. Nope, you got the same guys out there. I think I got it right now. Gustav, Ribrick, Grimaldo, Sloper, and Smith. Minute 32 to go. Over to Stutsky. Stutsky gets it to Cleveland. Now over to Therian. Therian guarded by Grimaldo. Now to Miles. Miles over to Stutsky. Stutsky. Shot is up. Oh, it won't fall in for him. Offensive rebound for Wallace. Going to get a three put up on the way. No good. Rebound to Smith. 50 seconds on the clock. Grimaldo brings it down the floor. Swings over to Sloper. Sloper up to Gustav. Gustav back over to Sloper. Sloper looking to Ribrick. Oh, Ribrick couldn't quite get a good handle of it. Is able to save it. Gets it back to Sloper. Sloper right side. 31 seconds. Back to Sloper. Now to Gustav. St. Mary's not really needing to take a shot here, so they're not forcing anything up or doing anything. I think they're trying to get a good look for Rib inside. He's going to spin. Shot off the glass and good. Sloper with the assist. 50-24. Lumberjacks with the lead. 9 seconds on the clock. Lumberjacks extend their lead, or their win streak to 5. Sutsky with the shot from three-point range, and it gets stuck in the rim. Now they're trying to get that ball unwedged. Yeah, Ribrick over there, the 6'7" guy, he should be able to knock that thing out of there. Oh, that's wedged in there good. He tried to push it out. It wouldn't move for him either. He's going to try again. There we go. Got that ball free. And the ball will go. It's basically treated like a jump ball. It'll stay with the Miners with 4 seconds to go. They're going to get it underneath to the 34, and he puts it up and good. That's Reese Williams. And that's how the game will come to an end. St. Mary's it stretches that win streak out to 5. Now up above 500, 6-5 on the season with the 50-26 win here over the Wallace Miners. We'll take a break and recap the stats, and then we'll be on our way home here shortly. So we'll be back with our post-game wrap-up after this. Cold weather is coming, and the Country Fair in St. Mary's has all the clothing to keep you warm outside. Insulated bibs and coveralls, fleece-lined pants, and Carhartt jeans, to name a few. Also hunting clothing and boots. So whether it's plowing the snow or playing in it, let the Country Fair in St. Mary's keep you warm all winter long. And don't forget, they still have a great selection of boots, hunting, and fashion clothing at the Timber Country as well. And thank you for shopping local. That's the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'm telling you anyway. There's a resort in St. Mary's. Now, it's not a big fancy resort with a hotel and all that stuff, but it's a family fun resort, a place to take the family for a night of fun or a day of playing on the St. Mary's River. The Hidden Gem Resort in St. Mary's is a full arcade with lunch and dinner. Hidden Gem Resort also offers rentals of kayaks, paddleboards, and pedal boats in the summertime. I'm not finished yet. How about birthday party packages and bounce house rentals? I know, that's a lot, but there's still more. The Hidden Gem Resort also has a campground and private beach for campers and parties. To book your next party, call the Hidden Gem Resort in St. Mary's at 208-783-7306. That's 208-783-7306. Hidden Gem Resort in St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. Nellie's Kitchen at the River City Mall is your all-day breakfast headquarters. Well, almost. Nellie's Kitchen is open 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. and serves nothing but breakfast all day long. Stop by Nellie's Kitchen today and try their breakfast sandwich, the Nellie, or have a fan favorite, the Slumgolian. Nellie's Kitchen is open Tuesday to Sunday, 7 to 1, and offers breakfast the entire time. Eat in or call in your order at 208-245-2223. That's 208-245-2223. Nellie's Kitchen located at the River City Mall in St. Mary's. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding.
Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's. And we're back. Lumberjacks get the win 50-27 over the Wallace Miners here in 50-26 in Wallace. And let's see here. Both teams shooting, well, Wallace was only 24% from the field tonight. St. Mary's 35%. Three-point range tonight, Wallace struggled 1 of 18 for basically 6% from the field. St. Mary's are from three-point range. Lumberjacks not a whole lot better at 18%, 3 of 17. That's 2 games in a row St. Mary's has struggled shooting from outside. Two-point range, St. Mary's 41%, Wallace at 40%. For an overall field goal percentage, 35% for St. Mary's, 24% for Wallace. Once again, also free throws. Lumberjacks struggled tonight, 2 games in a row. 38% from the free throw line for Lumberjacks, while Wallace was 80% from the charity stripe. Turnover-wise for St. Mary's, they had 12. Wallace had 25. St. Mary's with 12 points off turnovers, Wallace with 2. 40 rebounds for the Lumberjacks, 29 rebounds for the Miners. St. Mary's with 8 assists, Wallace with 2. Steals, St. Mary's had 12, Wallace with 3. And 5 block shots for St. Mary's, 3 block shots for Wallace. I may have missed a few. Tonight was not a beautiful broadcast by any means. It was a little bit rough this evening. Happens every so often. So that's a look at those team statistics. Fouls, St. Mary's with 11, Wallace with 9. And now individual scoring. 10 points. Leading scorer was Julian Davis for the Wallace Miners. 6 points for Larson. 4 points for Paul. 2 points apiece for Emmett Miles, Jordan Gardepy, and Reese Williams. For St. Mary's, they ended up with 20 points off the bench. Wallace had 4 points off the bench. St. Mary's had quite a few guys getting in on the scoring tonight. It looks like 8 or more. Year out led with 11 points tonight. Nobody had a double-double this evening. 8 points for Sloper, 7 points for Wyatt Holmes, 6 points for Gustav, 4 points for Ribrick, 4 points for Swallows, 2 points for Harold, 2 points for DeFort, 3 points for Brock Barta. And that looks like that wraps up the scoring. So Lumberjacks extend their win streak to 5. They are now 6-5 on the season. And see if they can keep that going. They've got a tough game on the road coming up against Grangeville on Saturday. We will be there to bring you that action live from Grangeville High School, as going to be a long day of basketball up in Grangeville. In any case, have a great evening. We'll see you back here next time for some Lumberjack basketball on Saturday. And that is going to do it for us here this evening.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!